guys, it's Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California. So as you can see, I am wearing a hoodie and I'm so excited because I haven't worn a hoodie in a long time, but it's chilly in Santa Monica this afternoon and I thought, you know what, this is perfect planting weather. So I'm gonna be doing a casual video of me planting. So if you guys love watching these types of videos, then please subscribe to my channel for all plant related videos coming up in the future. So my patio space already looks different from my video that I did post up on my patio tour. So I will be filming more update videos in the future. I brought home several plants from Las Vegas yesterday. Hopefully they will fit in one of the planters that I have empty, or maybe I may have to switch them out with somebody else's planter. We'll see. I also will be planting a lot of my propagation plants that has been living in water, and I think it's about time that they graduate into a planter and dirt. So here's the first guy that I'm going to be planting. This is an asparagus foxtail fern. I love this plant and I actually wanted this in my collection a while ago, but they are expensive. But I was able to pick this guy up for $5 in Las Vegas, so I'm going to be planting him. Here is my second plant that hopefully I will be able to plant today. This is a heart and flowers succulent, and it is a ground covering succulent, but you can put them in a planter. And the third plant that I'm going to be planting today is a Boston fern. So yes, I love ferns. This guy looks like it was struggling in the nursery in Las Vegas, but hopefully I will be able to revive him. I'm going to be planting these three first, and then I will go ahead and jump into my water propagation replanting. I always kind of do a little quick overview of my collection when I come home after being away for a couple days and see who needs to be replanted in a different planter. So this guy has been living in my kitchen. It is a Caladium, and for some reason I'm having a hard time keeping my Caladiums alive. I don't know if they're really picky type of plant, but as you can see, it is very scarce and it's in a big beautiful white planter. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this into just a more simpler planter, and hopefully it's gonna do good in this one, and I'm gonna use this white planter for another plant in this section. I'm gonna put on my potting gloves. Most of the time I don't use gloves. I like to be able to feel what's going on with my plants. And then I have my little tool here that I'm gonna go ahead and scoop them out. Anytime I transfer my plants, I kind of like to edge them out of here because I don't know how deep the roots are and I don't want to damage them. But I love Caladiums, but for some reason I'm having a hard time keeping them alive. But they do die quickly on me, and I love these plants. But I'm gonna see if I can slowly take them out of here and then transplant this guy into the planter next to me, into its new home, and I will try to find a place for my Caladiums. It's so hard because most of my Caladiums are indoors, but I honestly do back and forth. Like, I'll have them come out for a day to get some fresh air and sun. So this is what my Caladium looks like. But it definitely doesn't need a big planter like this white one. So I'm just gonna transfer some dirt in here and give it some water. I live off of a very busy street in Santa Monica, so you can always hear traffic in the background, so I apologize for the background noise. I always play music when I'm out on the patio, but for copyright reasons, we are not going to be playing music. Alright, I think it already looks good in this new planter, and hopefully we'll see. I see some new growth coming through. I may have to add a little chopstick or two on them. So this is the new planter that I have it in. I think I'm gonna give it a chopstick. I use little chopsticks to kind of use them as a little crutch. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put one of these Velcro garden ties and help them stay up. So this is its new home for now. As you can see, there is a little growth here, new baby leaf coming out, and there's one more also too deep in here, and that is going to be its new home for now. I'm just gonna pat the dirt down a little bit. Now that I have this planter and it's empty, I'm gonna see here. I'm thinking I might put my asparagus fern in here. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any of these ferns. And you know, I had a maidenhair fern, and because I left it alone for 3 days without watering when I was in Las Vegas, I came back and it shriveled to death. And I actually didn't throw it away, and I took off all of the leaves. I just chopped it off, and it actually regrew new guys for me. So just gotta be patient. I always like to shimmy them out. There we go. I think it's going to look super cute in this planter. What do you guys think? I think it looks great. Where I store my dirt on my potting bench. Tiffany blue, my favorite color. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scoop dirt on the edges here and fill up the planter. I just had my Romanian friend Diana over for lunch, and we made a beautiful salad on this table. And then now I'm doing plants on this table. And I love my potting bench, and it stores a lot of my tools on there. But I love big space, and I love working on this table. So I think I like it like this. I think it looks really good. Add some dirt in here. I took Ebby to the beach this morning for an outdoor workout. I love doing outdoor workouts. So I had a very productive morning. I may go to the Pilates studio after this. All right. Yay! It looks so good in this planter. What do you guys think? It's adorable. Now the hard part is, where am I gonna put you? I have so many different planters here being used. I always like to see, you know, if I can switch them around. After a while, the plants grow and then they look really different in the planters, so I'm constantly switching them around, trying to not stress out the plant. So let's see what I can do for this Boston fern. So I have this coral alloy living in my patio, and I really want to use this size terracotta. I don't have another one, so I'm gonna transplant this guy into here, which is kind of on the smaller side, but it is just temporary. And then we're gonna go ahead and put the Boston fern into this planter. Let's see how deep the roots are in this guy. Wow, the roots are very long in this guy. All right, let's just do a test how you would fit in here. I think you'd be okay. Maybe I can fit him in another guy. How would you look in this guy? Okay, I think I'm gonna put you in here for now. Let's fix you up here. Take this dry leaf off. That looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this dirt into this white planter. And I'm going to stick him in here. Dirt and water. Plus I love white on green. It's cute already. And then I'll be able to use this terracotta for my Boston fern. That looks really cute. What do you guys think? Add a little bit more dirt. And then at the end of all of my replanting, then I'll go ahead and clean them up and give everybody water and call it a day. I don't have much alloys in my collection, so this is my only one. I think that looks good. What do you guys think? I think it looks super cute. Now that I have this guy available, let's take out my Boston fern. I think he looks good right here. What do you guys think? Check placement here. Fill it up with dirt. very finicky plants. They love being watered. Mine does about 3 times a week, and I don't do heavy watering, but 3 times a week I do water my ferns, and then I miss them 3 times a week. If not, they do wilt really fast and shrivel up, and hopefully I won't have that happen to me with this guy. And actually, look at this, guys. This was just separate, so let's go ahead and put this in a separate one. Yay, I love that. Like, I won't really tear apart my plants, but if they come apart like that, then I'll go ahead and do a separate one. So we'll have multiple Boston ferns living in my space. All right, so I think this looks really good in here. Looks really good. What's going on here? Let me trim that off. Ta-da! We will put you in a temporary housing. What do we have here? You're gonna look really cute in there. All right. Me and planters, I just keep buying them, just like vintage clothes. You never know when you're gonna have a matching plant and planter, so I'm always on the lookout for planters when I go thrifting, or if I go to the nurseries I frequent, they have sales. All right, it'll temporarily live in this guy because it doesn't have a drainage hole, and I know ferns need drainage, so for now it'll live in here until I figure out where I can replant him. And it looks super cute. Look at this. So cute. So last guy from my purchase is this one. Now, I don't know where he can go. I'm gonna try and figure it out. All right, so I found this planter, haven't used it yet, in my potting bench, and I'm looking at the underneath part of this succulent, and the base of it is really thin, so it will be able to fit. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the excess dirt away. See what the roots look like. Again, look at me, I'm not using my gardening gloves. I feel like I work better when I don't have gloves on. I can't believe I scored this one for $2. Like, what a deal. And there's little pink flowers on it, and it opens up during the day. I don't see any open right now, but hopefully after I replant it, it'll start showing me some love. Such a cute plant. This is a ground covering succulent, but again, you can put it in a planter. So let's see if it gives me a little trail. All right, so I loosened up the roots. Let's see how it fits in this one. What do you guys think? Questionable. It looks okay for now. Let me add some of the dirt back in here. I think for now I'm gonna leave it in this planter. Maybe I might want a shorter planter in the future. And let's see how this guy trails over. Rearrange him. There we go. What do you guys think? Doesn't really look great, but I'm trying to think if I have a shorter planter that it could go in. Out of the whole batch that was for sale, this one was the fullest, so I thought I'd get this one and rescue it. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. So that's what it looks like. So the last thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and transfer 3 of my water propagating plants into planters with dirt. So this is kind of a big deal because I've had these in water for quite some time. They grew beautiful water roots. So the first one is my avocado. And if you can see, there's crazy roots happening here, and it actually started to give me leaves. I've propagated so many avocado seeds. This is the only one that gave me leaves and roots. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this into a terracotta because I think right now is a really good time to transplant this one, my Caladium. And this one actually just fell off when I was planting it, so I figure I'd go ahead and do a root water propagation. So as you can see, there's crazy amount of roots in here. And the last one I'm gonna be doing is this guy here. So this is one of my babies that actually fell off of my philodendron that was living in my bathroom, which is now living in my patio. So I had somebody over, one of my classmates from Pilates, and she dropped my plant and this fell off. And I was like, you know what, it's okay, I'm gonna water propagate it. So as you can see, there's so many roots in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this one into dirt. So those are the three I'm gonna transfer. I have this little white owl planter. It doesn't have a drainage hole, but you know, these guys are so easy to regrow. I don't know, we'll see, but look at this. Isn't that like crazy amount of roots in there? So I'm gonna just plant this guy in here. I think philodendrons are really easy to propagate and grow. They're not very finicky plants. And I'm just gonna leave it in here for now until it grows a little bit bigger, and then I'll go ahead and put it into a planter with a drainage hole. Temporary housing, it's fine for now. What do you guys think? Well, now is my caladium, and this one, I have to shimmy it out the bottom here. Be very careful. So another thing is you have to find bottles with big openings so that you don't ruin the plant. I love caladiums, but they're so finicky. I have an empty terracotta here. I'm gonna go ahead and replant it. So excited. Good enough for now. So there's that guy graduating. And last but not least is my avocado seed. Now I have to be very careful with this because it's been living in here all year long and it's stuck. Oh, there it is. Now the root is so crazy. Like, look at this. Be very careful. Put empty terracotta here. Let me know in the comments below if you guys ever propagated from an avocado seed, and how long have you guys left it in the water until transferring it into dirt? Because I've had this guy like this now, I think from April. I want to say it's been living in its water propagation bottle. Oh my god, it looks so cute. I can't wait to send a picture of this to my grandma because she's been wanting me to replant this guy dirt for a long time. So there it is! Yay! Congratulations! You have graduated into a planter with dirt. No more water living. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some of the water that has been propagating in, and I'm gonna do that. That's good. I'll do the same thing for this one. Exciting. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all of my space, and then I'm gonna give everybody a final water and mist. So here is an overview of everything that I replanted today, whether it was somebody that was existing in my collection that needed to be moved around into a different planter, and some of them are new to my collection that I purchased in Las Vegas the other day. I'm gonna do one final water and just kind of give them a little bit of love, and then I'm gonna figure out where they're gonna be placed in my home. So what I like to do first is I like to give them a nice good watering and let them settle into their new home here. That looks good. You want to make sure that you water them and it reaches the root ball. So I like to go right in the center. I think that's good. That one. Boston Fern. Hopefully it loves my weather here because it looked like it was struggling in the nursery in Las Vegas. My avocado seed. And then my caladium looks really good right there, so I'm not going to do any watering. And then my little fern that fell off. Give it some water. And then my last guy here is my hearts and flowers succulent. And it's temporary housing. I'll find a better planter for that guy, but for now, I can't like stand when I see a plant not in a beautiful planter. Thumbs up the video if you guys are like me, that you guys have to put them in a planter when you get them. That looks good. Trim off anything that doesn't look good. You want to make sure you always prune your plants because it will give nutrients to the dead guys in a bunch, and you don't want that. So that looks good here. Boston Fern. I think it looks really good in this terracotta, but if I could, all of my planters be white. It's so hard to find white planters, especially with drainage holes. That looks good. Avocado seed. Philodendron. My baby Boston Fern. My Caladium that's struggling. I see some new growth, so we'll see. And then last but not least is my Heartseed Ferns. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video and hanging out with me. I love doing these casual videos where I just sit down and do all things plants and share it with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and find places for them in my home, which I will share at the end of this video. I'm gonna head down to the Pilates studio, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, you can find more on my blog at ILOVEJEWELYN.blogspot.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Aloha! Bye!